The workbench is over top of my pond, and my pond is getting ready to bloom. How pretty that is. Blooming under the bench. That's my favorite one. Oh my gosh, this plant's growing into the bench. Construction. It's not going to drive me crazy. I'm going to be fine. What do we have here? I should probably... It's going to get down to 40 tonight. Do I want to put those spider plants in the greenhouse? I'm going to plant them over here. I have more spider plants than I know what to do with.
Big channel act. Get one end down and try to twist it.
Playing with plant ideas for around the shed. There's still a lot of work, so I can't plant anything. But I can hold stuff back. Put up a fence. Temporary fence. It's been damaged back here, and I still have some planting to do. It's broom corn. I try not to use the cages along the fence because I can tie to the fence. And I still have a lot. I'm planting all my big tomatoes, but I still have some Romas, which aren't so tall. Oh, there's another tomato over here. So I have 3 tallish ones that aren't in the ground yet. So I probably have to use this fence some. I mean, every tomato doesn't have to have, you know, the best conditions. Doable conditions. And amending the soils can help a lot. Maybe it wasn't the shade, maybe it was the soil. I mean, we've been having problems ever since we enlarged the garden and added a huge amount of compost during COVID. So we're just coming out of that now. But there's 1, 2, 3 tomatoes down there. There's 4 on this shelf. There's 2 small peppers on that shelf that I do want to know some kind of a label for these 2 where I put them because they're green. The rest of the bells are, you know, bells, the various colors. You'll know what they look like because they look like this. What else was I going to say? Oh, anyway, it's emptied. Mostly. So the peppers that haven't come back. And just a few things that I'm not ready to plant yet. These need to be put not in full sun all day today. Put it on the side. I have a shade cloth over the greenhouse, so depending on where the sun's at. It's somewhat shady of an area. This one's acclimating. Still. The tomatoes, the big tomatoes that I'm planting, they've been in and out of the greenhouse a lot. So they've had doses of acclimation. And then it got cold and rainy for a week, 10 days. So that was dicey. They were inside. But they've been in and out a lot. They haven't been just inside. What kind of bug is that? Don't know. This is where the lantana landed. And a purple Elysium that's not quite blooming. All the rest of them are. But the two I put in here aren't quite blooming yet. There's time-release fertilizer in this trough. Ginger. Sage just started popping yesterday. It's slam time, so I don't have my camera out a lot. Chives. Tropical. Is that right? No. Biscuits? Hibiscus. Tropical hibiscus. They're acclimating. I already did this whole pot. Well, not the edges. The edges are still my early planting. But I replaced the middle. And this is one of my geranium propagations. It's red. Cool foliage and red. It's one of those mosquito repellent plants. I don't see any tags. Did poke in some sedum in the carpet sedum that blooms because it was bugging me. The other one looks so pretty with a couple blooms. Lemon tree's acclimated now. It's been out here. I like it. This piece has been hit by multiple cold fronts since I planted it. I did have it covered for a couple days, but not the whole entirety of the cold fronts. Same with these tropical lilies for a couple days. But they colored up. That's what I wanted to mention. Cold and heat and drought colors these succulents up. Beautiful. I moved one of the grape pots to the other side. It was too congested with two big pots here. This part can't be worked on until the coop and run is finished. Got the roofing material on the trailer this week. And then it rained. Got the paper on top of the plywood. Oh, the plywood's up, yeah. So that's new. Whatever that material is that goes over the plywood before you put the roofing panels on. Yesterday was a rain out and I needed a break. This heirloom that's ripening up was a volunteer that came up in a pot that had peppers in it. And some of my pots had multiple peppers in one big pot because it was just a mad dash to get as many out of the ground as I could before the weather got worse. So what I did after I planted the whole thing is I put my shovel in there and pulled these, dug it up enough to pull these peppers away from the tomato, because that tomato's doing really well. It's going to be my first tomato. I want it to have all the space that it needs. The garden's mixed together in a permaculture kind of a way. It's a puzzle. I like it there. That's perfect. I do have carrots coming out into my path a bit. So they're gonna a little bit get stepped on. But I'm trying to keep places where I can walk around the jungle. And I started thinking I don't have enough room for all my peppers, so I decided to keep some of them in pots. This one's in a nice pot. I'm just going to keep it in a pot. So was it worth it digging up all those peppers? Yes. So worth it putting them all back into the ground? I'm guessing, yeah. So the reason I say that is I got a lot of peppers past the frost, past the season, into winter. I was still harvesting peppers, which was the goal. My peppers were slow, they were stunted, they weren't doing well. And I had a lot of them. And the thought of not having a good pepper season was just not tolerable. So I was lucky and I had a place to put them. A lot of people overwinter peppers in the garage. If I was doing a garage, I'd do plant light. I'm gonna harvest a bunch of chamomile. Every time I'm out here and go in the house, a big handful. Because I'm gonna have to pull these out. I leave the lid off the jar until they're dry, which takes a long time. When it's full, I'll put a coffee filter over it. Keep the dust out, let the airflow still work. I'm gonna clean out this corner and put my turmeric in the ground. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Happy with it. Tropicanas. Tropicanas get taller than the turmeric. It's a passion flower growing through the crack, which would be great if I wasn't moving the greenhouse forward 3 feet. So that's not going to happen. Came out here to close the greenhouse. It'd be a good time to close out the video. Reworking the back of this. I want to leave a good path on both sides, so everything's kind of going in the middle island. I like it though. I like it a lot. And it's nice to have a break from the vegetable garden. which I have been working on. This is Robin from Garden Extra. And I'll see you guys on the next one.